Hi guys, I am here to do a nail tutorial. So my nails look longer. You know why? Because they have grown. But someone asked me to do tips. And so I have ordered some tips from Nail Boo, but they haven't come in yet. So I just bought some of the little Kiss nail tips from the beauty supply store. And so I've already put them on one hand, two hand, and I added some vinyl. Ha ha! I told y'all I'm a crafter. So I took some permanent vinyl and I put it on my nails. So you can see I have DBE, which are my initials, Doris Belinda Edwards. You learned something new about me today, huh? My name is not Ken Doris. I'll tell you a story. So, my daughter's name is Candace. My name is Doris. And so, the very first time I signed on to AOL, American Online, I didn't know what name to use. And so, I was like, okay, I'm going to take my daughter's name and mix it with my name. And that's how I came up with Candoris. And I've had that name forever. And I should have protected it because there was a company that came along years later and it's named Ken Doris. Candor. Go figure. Okay. Anyway, you didn't hear that from me. But if you do the research and you look at how long I've had this name based on and then compare it to how long they've had their company, you'll know. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through putting this nail on right here on my nail. So a couple of things, because I'm not a professional at this by no means. It's my first time putting on tips. You guys have seen me do my nails. Um, so um, it does feel good to have them all about the same length, though. I will be honest about that because my left hand is growing crazy and this one is slow going. Um, and the nail that was split is still split, but it's growing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to manage with the tips for maybe a month or so and give the rest of my nails time to grow out, and then I'm gonna take these tips off. So I'm basically doing it for you guys, okay? So what I learned is when you're putting the tips on, you always want to start out with with your nails clean. So I've already cleaned this nail and filed it down. And so sad, too bad. I was working today, had already taken my nails off or the dip powder off and hit this one and broke it. Boo hoo. But it's all good. It'll grow back. So basically, what I did is I took a nail tip, I sized it to my thumb, and I'm going to take some Vitabond, which I got from the beauty supply store, which is nail glue, and I'm going to place it on the very tip part down here. So like this little part right there, I'm going to place it there, and then I'm going to place this onto the tip of my thumb. I'm going to hold it there for about 5 or 10 seconds just to let it adhere. And then I am going to take and put the Vitabond just on my natural nail on the bottom, okay? And that is how I'm going to adhere this tip to my nail, okay? So I'm pretty sure that the tips with, and you may have to kind of buffer, these a little bit on the end if they're too long. They will buffer real easy. So no need to put a whole bunch of pressure on them because you don't want them to, start to fall apart. So I kind of do that, or I did that on the others and they adhered perfectly. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the Vitabond, aka nail glue, on the very bottom there. And then I am going to place it on my thumb, on the tip of my thumb, and I'm going to hold it there for about 5 seconds. Oops. I guess that wasn't 5 seconds, huh? Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if it stays. I was trying to make sure I had it on both ends because you don't want it to be one-sided. And then I kind of bring it in because my nails are not straight, they're kind of curved around a little bit. And you don't want to put a lot of glue to where it looks bulky. Okay, so maybe I didn't put enough. Let's try this again. Y'all, I told y'all I'm not a professional at this. I did good with the other 9 or almost 8 because 2 of my nails I didn't put a tip on because my nails were just super long. So I did not put a nail on those. I just got the dip powder. I do not want it to look crooked. So another funny thing is that my natural nails used to be this long, and my mother used to call them chicken toes. And then when I had my son, I ended up cutting them for the first time because they said it's not good to have long nails around babies. And so I cut my nails. But when my daughter came along, I was like, I ain't gonna be able to help you. I was like, I'm not cutting my nails no more. But I had mastered it. I had mastered how to take care of a kid with long nails, so I was good. But my son, nah, I had to cut them babies because I wasn't able to do anything. Okay, so I have the tip on, and I am going to now just put a little bit of the Vitabond, the nail glue, on just my natural nail, not on the tip, just on my natural nail. And there we have it. So I'm done with this, and I'm going to put it up. But this is just some Kiss Vitabond. I only got it because it had all this stuff about aloe vera and all that to help with the natural nail. So it was like $4.99 at the beauty supply store. So it's Vitabond. Okay. All right, we're gonna give that a minute. So what we're gonna do next is I'm going to be taking and I am going to kind of buff just a little bit so that I can make sure that my nail and this tip doesn't have like any spacing in it. You want to kind of make it a little bit smooth. And again, not too much buffering, just enough to get it, you know, where it is just a little smooth feel to it. So not a whole bunch of buffering. Okay, that feels good. All right, so I'm gonna take, because I'm definitely not keeping this. So I'm gonna take it and see about how much of it I need to cut off. And I'm gonna go ahead and snip, snip. Okay. And let's see how much more I gotta go. A little bit more. You know, it's one thing when you're in the nail salon and they're doing your nails and all you gotta do is just put your hands out. I can't do that with myself. I got to let's see. Try to get it in there because it don't want to go up in there. There we go. But yeah, in the nail salon, you just put your hand out and just chill and let them do all the work. And I think that'll be good once I file it on the ends a little bit here. So I'm gonna hold it. So as I'm trying to get a little bit of the shape going here, I'm holding down so that, you know, my nail don't just pop off with that little Vita bun. So you still want to be kind of careful with it. Make sure that didn't pop. Nope. All right, and then I'll buffer it a little bit more once I get it secured. Yeah, that length is going to be good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I have my build powder, and I'm just going to turn it around a little bit like that to kind of mix it up and make sure I don't get it all over me. And the first thing I'm going to do is just take a little bit of the base liquid and just go across the top of the nail where the tip and my natural nail will meet. I'm just going to go across the very top, just a line across there. Just a real thin line of the base liquid right across. So I'm just going to go right across like that. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it. And tap, tap, tap. You always want to tap that excess off. Okay, so that's the first dip with just going across where your tip and your nail meet. You're just going to do a line and then dip. Okay, now I'm going to go in about 3/4 of the way down and do the normal, you know, motion where we do outward strokes with the base liquid. Then layers like that, and then dip. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. And I'm just brushing off the excess so you guys can see it here. So that's with going down the entire, not entire nail, but about 3/4 down. So you can see that. And I actually did 2 coats since that first one is just, and this time I'm going all the way down, but not getting it on my cuticle. And make sure you get your sides, guys. I have a tendency to not hit my sides like I'm supposed to. And so I end up with little ridges that I have to buffer out. You don't want that. Okay, so outward strokes, last dip in the build powder at a 45-degree angle. And tap, tap, tap. I'm going to brush it off and then I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so that is with 2 coats. So the first one was actually, I don't consider it a coat, it's just going across where the tip and your natural nail will meet, going straight across and then dipping just on there, and then going 3/4 of the way down, and then dipping, and then coming all the way down, minus not getting to the cuticle, and then dipping. So that's it for the build powder. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. And for you guys, I am using Sunday Brunch today. So last time I had on my Velvet Lust, and I had a couple of people that said that they really liked the Sunday Brunch. So this is the Sunday Brunch. And I have my vinyl on with it. So I'm going to go back in with Sunday Brunch. Hopefully I put it in my little kit here. Could have swore I did. Okay, that's Velvet Lust. Oh, it's right in my face. All right, so that's it for the base coat. I mean the base powder and the build liquid. So the base liquid and the build powder. So now I'm going in still with number one, the base liquid and the actual color. So this is Sunday Brunch. And I'm just going to swirl it around here like that. That's how you mix it up. You don't do this, okay? You just turn it around a couple of times. All right, so this time we're going to go in thin coats, outward strokes with the color. And again, I'm making sure I get my sides because I'm not always good at getting the sides. And you know how when we used to go and get our nails done and we would be so picky with the people? Give them a hard time. Ooh, honey, child, this don't look right. We gave them people a hard time. I know some of them probably like, oh, I'm so glad I ain't doing nails no more. And some of them probably still in there catching coronavirus and everything. I ain't gonna be one of them. Okay, so now that's with the Sunday Brunch, and got a little bit too much on that side, but I'll buffer it out. And I'm gonna go on with my last coat. You guys know I do 2 coats of color. So I'm gonna go on with my last coat of color, base liquid, and then the veil powder. That side right there is gonna get on my everlasting nerve, but I don't want it to be bubbled up, so let me keep moving. All right. Okay. And I'm going in. Oops. Sunday Brunch is beautiful too. Um, I thought Velvet Lust was the prettiest, but Sunday Brunch is pretty. All right, so I'm finished with Sunday Brunch for you guys to see that name there. Sunday Brunch. Hopefully you can see that. But it's spelled just the way it sounds, Sunday Brunch. All right. So now I have 2 coats of the color, and I got a little bit of that base liquid down by my cuticle. So I'm just going to go in and kind of get that up while it's still wet. It will come off when you wash your hands and all that good stuff, but hey, I'm here. I may as well do it now. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going on. That was number 1, the base coat. Okay. So I'm going to move on now to the activator, number 2. That's the good thing about Nail Boot is it is labeled for you. And you're going to put a very thin layer of the activator. The activator is what's going to make it hard. And then I'm going to pause this video and then I'll come back after 5 minutes. So it's 1 coat of activator, wait 5 minutes. Then you're going to buffer out any areas that feel bumpy. I see a little bump right there. I'll buffer those out. You don't have to worry about the color coming off because the color is not going to come off during the buffering process. So activator, wait 5 minutes, buffer, clean it up with alcohol around your cuticles and everything. And then I'll go in with a second layer of activator. But I'm going to do the first one with you. And again, we're doing outward strokes of the activator and a thin layer of the activator. and get the sides. I'm not good with getting the sides, guys. I see a little spot that I missed, but it's all good. All right, so I'm gonna pause this video for 5 minutes and I'll be back. All right, so first layer of activator, and that is what my nail looked like. So I'm going in with the second layer of activator, thin layer, outward strokes. There we go. And I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. All right, be right back. All right, 5 minutes. And I am now going in with number 3, which is the top coat. This is the one that's gonna give it, oh, sorry. I forgot to do the alcohol. Don't want to forget that. It is crucial, guys, that you put that alcohol on the bottoms of your, well, not on the bottom, but on your entire nail. And I forgot that step. So don't want to forget that. After you do the first coat of the activator and you've buffered and filed your nail, you then want to take alcohol and you want to make sure you wipe your nail real good, and including the cuticle. Okay, so there we have it. I've done that and got some lint. I hate these things. Y'all know in my videos I talk about these cotton swab things. And while I was waiting, got a trash can right there. While I was waiting, guys, for my 5 minutes to go up, I went ahead and put a top coat on the letters, the DBE, and the little stone that I have on my nails. So hopefully you guys can see that. DBE. And so what I did is I just took, get that stuff off of there, just a little slip of vinyl, and I had my Cricut maker to cut DBE into it. So while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. You can see it's just a little black piece of vinyl. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go in and pull off the excess here and just show you how easy it was for me to put this on my nail and make sure I don't mess it up, because the E and the B wants to stay together. the E and the B wants to stay together. It don't want to come apart. So I have to be very gentle with it. All right, I'm going to show you here. Let me pull the center out of the D. And you guys are probably like, what does this have to do with doing my nails? This is where I got the initials from to put on my nails. I used vinyl. So now you can see it has my initials. And so that's what I'm going to be putting on my 3 middle fingers, are my initials to match that side over there. All right, I think it's been about 5 minutes. You guys think it's been 5 minutes? Let me put the D on. Let me put the D on. Let me put the D on. I don't want to touch these other 3 nails because they are kind of still wet with the top coat. And I'm not trying to make a mess. So I'm just going to take this D, oops, and I'm just going to put it on my nail here. And again, everything is so much easier when you have nail techs. All right, so I got the D on there, and hopefully you guys can see that. But I'm going to put the B and the E on after I finish because I don't want to mess up my top coat over here. All right, top coat is now going on the thumb. So you do 2 layers of the top coat. And guys, you want to make sure you're using very thin, thin layers of the top coat because you're going to do 2. And the more thicker it is, the longer it's going to take to dry. So since you do 2 coats, you just want to do really thin, thin layers of the top coat. Okay. Does not have to be thick. So I don't have a lot on there. So that is 1 layer of the top coat. I'm going to give it 5 minutes and then I'll be back. And in the meantime, I'll finish out my B and my E and put a top coat over here. So I will be right back. I said I will be right back. All right. All right, guys, I went ahead and did the second layer of the top coat. So that is it with everything designed out. But I did go ahead and put the DBE with the little stone on my nail. So I am going to go ahead and apply a very, very thin layer of the top coat on each little piece of vinyl here. And that's what helps to adhere the vinyl and the little stone to your nail is the top coat. And it gives it that super shiny, shiny, shiny look. All right, that is it. I'm done. Took 27 minutes. All right, so all 10 nails are now done. And I realized that when my thumb was growing out, I started doing it kind of like in the oval shape, but I really want them to be square. So I have this thumb square, and then eventually I'm going to have to fix this one. So all of them are square except for that one, or I guess that's what you call square. But yeah, so now I have all 10 nails done with the Sunday brunch. So that's the color I'm wearing now, Sunday brunch. Last time I had on Velvet Lust, which is absolutely my favorite. But I wanted to, try something else. So hopefully you guys can see my nails. But doing the nail boo is so easy, guys. It's like polishing your nails. I say that all the time, but it may be difficult for some people to polish their nails. So I'm not gonna make it like it's easy for everybody. But if you can polish your nails, then you can do nail boo. Okay. And yeah, so now I have taken and incorporated my crafting into my nails. Instead of paying somebody for the letters, I can just do them on my Cricut Maker. And I can do them in whatever color I so choose and whatever vinyl color I so choose. And I'm going to see how long it holds on with that top coat on there. It should stay. And then I got the little diamond thing design on each one of the V's, which is for Beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. It's for Belinda. All right, guys, that's it. So you do 2 layers of the top coat and you wait 5 minutes in between each application of the top coat. And yeah, I do think I might cut this thumb down some though when it dries. It's the same length as my thumb, but it looks longer because it's square and my nail is oval. I did mine oval last time. I don't know. I'll see what happens. I'll see how I feel. But that's it, guys. That's the process. And, for you crafters, put some vinyl on your nails. Or you can do stickers. You can do printable vinyl or, printable vinyl and do colors. So I might get creative and do something really funky next time with some printable vinyl. But that's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for all the nice comments in reference to the Nail Boo. I'm not sponsored by Nail Boo, guys. I'm inexperienced. I'm learning right along with you all due to the COVID-19. and doing my own nails and hair and all that good stuff. Um, so if you have any questions about Nail Boo, then feel free to reach out to me. I'll answer you as best I can. And yeah, and when I get my tips in from Nail Boo, then I will show you the process using their tips. You know, I'll do 9 and then do one with you guys. Because I know you guys have a life and other stuff to do. I'm just a crafter besides my full-time job. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the Nail Boo, I'll attempt to help you or answer based on my experience. It's been over 3 months now that I've been using Nail Boo, and my nails are growing. So, like I said, I'm going to give this hand a little time to catch up with this hand. And then when it does, the tips are coming off, and I'm going back to just putting the dip powder on my tips or on my nails only because I really don't want any tips on. But I probably will cut my nails down a little bit because I don't want them long anymore. So that's it. All right, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.